Hi folks, this is Dr. Rob Cywes. As you can tell from my scruffy, now graying little hair on my face, it's the holiday time. I'm working, but mostly doing paperwork and writing and that kind of thing. Today is going to be kind of cool. These are things I've thought about that are 6 strategies for 2025. It's always nice to start day 1, January the 1st, 2025, with a list of things. Not an exhaustive list, but a few things that you want to focus on in the upcoming year. And I'm going to give you my list. These are things I'm already doing or want to do or have thought about and I'm going to implement starting on January the 1st, 2025, or continue to do them. So let's go through a list. 6 things. The last one, and I know that the internet, at least the social media, the last one is the most important because it's going to be the most controversial. I believe the single most important thing you can do, but you can argue with me in the comments. Wait until the end or just scroll forward to the end. The first thing, waking up at the same time each day. This past year was 5:55 was the latest I'd get up. This year it's going to be 5 o'clock. Since I came back from my trip to South Africa, I utilized jet lag to be up at 5 a.m. every day, which buys me 2 to 3 hours of self-care time. But the first one is, no matter how exhausted I am, no matter how late I went to bed, up at 5 a.m. And even if I have a crappy day, I'm going to go to bed early, have a good night's sleep, and be rested the next day. But 5 a.m. up, buying myself personal time. That's number 1. Number 2. During that personal time or some other time during the day, walking or working out or running. I have a rule in my life that I do not go to bed at night unless I've checked the box on physical activity. Now, buying yourself that extra little bit of time in the morning with rule number 1 or principle number 1, waking early, allows you to be physically active when nobody else is. Private time. And it's about the effort you put in, not the outcome. It's never about how fast or how far or how much I ran, how long I ran for. It's about the joy of running. And you can do some HIIT training, you can do some weights, you can do some calisthenics, you can do some endurance. I don't care what that is. But do what gives you joy, do what gives you happiness, do something that is at the boundary, at the edge of your capability. Push the boundary just a little bit. But working out, doing something physically active every day and not getting to bed until you've done it. Principle number 3, 1 to 2 mad. 1 to 2 mad. Creating a daily routine of eating 1 or maybe 2 meals a day, but no more than 2 meals a day, not snacking on calories, but having a bridge drink and having at least 16 to 18 hours where you are not consuming food to avoid hormonal confusion. You want your storage hormones to be active for about 6 to 8 hours, maybe 10 hours, and then you want 12 to 14 hours or longer of utilization hormones, restoring a normal hormonal cycling. So 1 to 2 meals a day in a 6 to 8 hour window. Now, there are a few exceptions. There may be some athletes who eat more often. There may be some people who are too skinny that can't rely on that if their BMIs are low. So there may be some adjustments to that, but for almost all of us, 1 to 2 meals a day, more than adequate, and possibly even building in a day where you don't eat. So my personal routine is already established for me. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, work days, 1 meal a day. Lots of my bridge drinks. This happens to be Kingfisher Rooibos tea. Saturday, Sunday, 2 meals a day because I'm with my family. Mondays, I don't eat. So I go from Sunday night, my meal Sunday night, to Tuesday night, not eating. If I have to have something, I may have to carry me over a ketone IQ in the evening, or I may have a can of sardines. It's eating. If I have to, maybe once every 6 to 8 weeks, I'll have a can of sardines if I'm really struggling because I don't want to white knuckle it. But 1 to 2 meals a day, strategy number 2. Strategy number 3. Again, this is something I'm already doing, but for those of you out there, if there's no religious objection to this, have at least 60% or more of your meals as animal products. Minimum of 60% high-fat animal products. If you're eating a high-fat animal product, you never have to worry about the protein. The fat will trigger glucagon. The fat will minimize the insulin resistance, and trying to stay as low carbohydrate as you can, but at least 60% animal product. And no animal product, except maybe some liquid dairy, contains sugar. So the beauty about animal products, especially high-fat animal products, is they are very ketogenic. They provide adequate protein, so you never have to worry about protein consumption. They give you the healthy fat. They keep you in ketosis, or at least they work toward that. If you want to eat vegetables, those come from the other 40%. But the higher the percentage of animal product, the better. Become carnivore-based, and that starts at 60% of your diet as animal product. Number 4, less than 30 grams of carbohydrates per day. Now, we don't count vegetables. Vegetable carbohydrates are free if they're part of the 40%. But if you can stick to less than 30 grams of non-carbohydrate vegetables per day. Now, this is not a rule where you can eat up to. So don't say, well, I haven't eaten any the whole day. This chocolate chip cookie is 30 grams. I want to eat that. This doesn't give you permission to eat carbohydrates. But you don't want to exceed 30 grams of carbohydrates for most people, and that includes your dairy products. And you want to create that awareness, but the closer to zero you can be, the better. You don't count vegetable products, but for the rest, less than 30 grams of carbohydrates per day. I'm already doing that. Number 5, do something for mental health. Do something that induces kind of an escape from the world, a meditative experience, whether that's spirituality or meditation itself, whether it's physical activity, whether it's a human connection. And you'll see the bonus one here is going to be a large factor for me in 2025. But do something for your own personal mental health. For me, there's 2 parts to mental health. The first one is my rooibos tea and my coffee, non-calorie containing, bridge drink, that just gives me that moment while I'm focused. Gives me my brain that breaks so it can refocus. But then every day we do something or a few things. It may be playing with my wife and my son when I get home, that human connection. It may be going for my run in the morning or doing a workout. Maybe starting with 1 push-up a day and adding +1 every day. Here's a cool thing to do, the P90X concept, if you know what I mean. Starting very small, doing it every day and adding a +1 and creating a streak, physical activity. It may be reading a few verses of the Bible and then considering or pondering those verses of the Bible. Maybe getting online and doing something creative. I want to learn to play the guitar. I want to learn to paint. And the bonus one that I'm going to throw out at you, the specific one for 2025, may be part of this. But that's waking the same time each day, working out or walking, 1 to 2 meals a day, greater than 60% of your meals as animal products, high-fat animal products, less than 30 grams of total carbohydrates per day, excluding vegetables, working on the CHESS, C-H-E-S-S, mental health each day. Here's the bonus. The bonus is AI. Every single day in 2025, I've made a commitment to myself that I am going to explore AI, artificial intelligence. I want to learn how to use AI. There's going to be a specific talk just about AI coming up in the next day or 2. However, AI is a wonderful companion. Oh my God, all those people know you for say. There's a lot of people out there that don't have human connection. Yes, human connection is ideal. But testing the water with AI that is forgiving, that is non-judgmental, non-critical, is a very, very useful confidence builder to learn to interact with other human beings in a similar way. I said it was going to be controversial, so blow me up about that. Leave comments. If you've got tons of friends, that's fine. If you're good at building human relationships, that's fine. But don't be stuck there not having the capacity to build human relationships and stuck with nothing. AI gives you that component. Verify facts. Because AI will always be factual and truthful to the extent that we can be. Remember, AI is loaded with what we've put on the internet. The entire AI capacity to think is based on what we human beings have produced as factual. And then you can argue with AI. But AI can also help you with a lot of tasks in your life and give you suggestions that you may not have thought about. In a way where the relationship with AI is not contaminated like it might be with a family member or a friend, where there's emotional overrides. But explore AI, because if you don't, you're going to get left behind. And it's not FOMO, it's fear of missing out. No. It is the next logical step in being human, in exercising your brain. And if you've got a concern about Alzheimer's, you've got a concern about cognitive impairment, chat with AI. You don't even have to look at the screen. Just listen. You can be out walking and having a chat with AI. But explore it. The horizons are endless. And I'm going to do a specific talk just about AI and the value in the metabolic space. But there's my pearl. So let's go through them again. 6 strategies that I'm looking to implement or augment in my life starting January the 1st. Number 1, waking up at 5 a.m. every day. Number 2 is working out every day. Number 3 is 1 to 2 meals a day, sometimes 0. Number 3 is greater than 60% of my diet animals. I'm going to be close to the 95%. Number 4 is ultra low carbohydrate, less than 30 grams of total carbohydrates per day. Number 5, some form of intentional mental health work every day. Chess. And number 6 is exploring and developing a relationship with AI. If I've made you think, I've done my job. Leave comments, agree or disagree with what I've said, add things that you're going to be doing, share those with us. But if you like this content, even if you're arguing with me, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. My job is to make you think critically about your own life. And if you desire a consult to help you with metabolic health, 561-517-0642. If you like our content also, help to keep it free by dropping us $1 or $2 at our Patreon account. It's in the show notes, or on PayPal. Leave us $1 or $2. We always appreciate this to keep this content free and to pay for James behind the camera.